World 5-Arrow.
I like World 5-Arrow. It's my favorite level.
It's me, Mario. It's me. It's me, Mario.
It is decidedly not Mario, actually. As you can see here, this is Bowser.
He's standing.
God damn it. Where did that even come from originally? I've seen that posted in a few places. It's very stupid.
It's the Nut Shack.
Alright, so... as my announcement for this stated, I streamed this game once in December, and
It
then
is 4 months later.
I closed the 3DS and never turned the game off, and it's still on. And so, once I noticed that, it basically just became a challenge to see how long I could leave it on without continuing the game. And lately I've been wanting to use the 3DS for other things, so yeah, we're gonna actually continue. Unless the game crashes, which it very well may have. Okay.
What, did it?
I think it did.
Holy shit.
Alright.
Wow.
Man, I'm so glad I left that on for 4 months.
Crasheroni.
Alrighty, let's,
Did it take down the whole system with it?
no, it's turned on. I'm waiting on it to recover. There we go. That was pretty good.
So I wonder
the hell?
what the game was doing in those 4 months that caused the crash.
Ooh, Tomodachi Life demo, let's go. Oh, it doesn't recognize the game as being actually inserted.
Oh, that's why. That'll do it.
Top 10 times it went too far. Well, now that I had to turn the game off anyway, do we actually want to continue? Because, it's no longer a single segment run.
It wasn't a single segment run anyway.
Sure it was. Oh shit, which one was this? Shit, I don't know which one it was.
Well, it wasn't file 3.
This was probably it. I'm kind of curious what the other one was, though. Let's... Can I...
Boom.
Luigi.
Okay,
yeah, it was
yeah.
definitely not this one. No, I still have to have more preparation before I can start Tomodachi Life. I haven't moved any of the, Mii's onto the system yet.
Where are they now?
Luigi.
On my other 3DS.
Oh.
Great. Let's just... This game seemed a little bit loud. Twelve. So let's see how bad I am at this
My
game.
house!
Have I made any new Mii's? Since what point? I have like 30 of them, and I showed them on the patron Discord. I haven't posted them all anywhere else, because it's supposed to be a secret, yo. But yeah, there's still a couple that I think I need to make. I know Mr. Dink was recommended. I don't remember what other ones there were. Well yeah, the Japanese Blue Demons didn't last very long. Is it gonna be Undertale for final boss editing? What do you mean? I mean, it's gonna be a stream series, so... well, I guess the editing on that was also a stream, but yeah. But no, I need to move the Mii's over before I can start the series, so... that's why I haven't done it yet. Brown. So yeah, this is a Mario game. There's not a whole lot to say about it. got done recording a Pikmin 3 video that will probably not be uploaded for a month.
If you don't hear from me in a month. Nice, that's good.
Yeah, I liked that. Oh, come on. What is this shit? Oh my god.
Yep, just one last insult to injury right on there.
Well, the most recent one released was New Soup U. Well, I guess technically Mario Maker is the newest, but I don't think that really counts. Sure. I'll collect some more Hadoos. Or probably not, more accurately. Good. Yeah, I remember that Sonic stream. We still have those games, and have not touched them since. I keep saying one of these days I might actually bring myself to play one of the 3D Sonics, but I don't know. I still need to play Sonic CD and Mania before I do that.
Well, both of them are sitting around waiting for you to use them.
I honestly forget that that those are things I want to play most of the time, and when I remember them, it's like either you're busy or we're doing something else. Do I have a Dreamcast? No. We have a Saturn for some reason, because Jordan got it from a garage sale in, like, 2009, and I just kind of kept it. I don't have any games for it. No, I mean, we have some games for it, just nothing that I care about. Basically, all I've ever heard was, like, the only game I've ever heard to be good on that system, also I like that, the only game I ever heard people praise on that system is Nights into Dreams, which I did get and play, and it was weird, and I didn't know what I was doing. 3. People give the Wii U way too much shit.
I like the Wii U.
I feel like calling the Saturn the Wii U of Sega is a disgrace to the Wii U, because it at least had games and was liked by some. I feel like nobody talks about the Saturn.
I never hear anything about the Saturn.
Like, people say the Dreamcast was good, I don't know.
Yeah, people like the Dreamcast.
I don't know what games were on that, but, I mean, I know Sonic Adventure was, and, that's about it. No, I don't know. RPGs and stuff that I don't care about. That looks like a pipe I probably want to go into. There's like this, I guess you can't go in that. Like, there was this GameFAQs top 10 list from a while back. It was like times that, like, well, I think it was just like innovative game controllers or something, and number 10 on the list was the Wii U, and it's just like, I'm putting this here for pity points, because it was an okay idea, but the system sold like shit. And then number 1 on the list was the fricking, like, using the GBA as a GameCube controller, because, you know, that was utilized well and needed to exist. Okay, so I somehow have the first and last coin. I don't know how that happened. I feel like I got them within 2 seconds of each other. Well, apparently Worster does, because I know there was a video where or a stream where he was speedrunning one of the GBA games, or like Crystal or something, and he said that, like, the batteries in his GBA died, and I'm just like, okay, first of all, why are you using that as the controller when you're playing it on the, like, GameCube player thing, and secondly, even if you were, why are you using an original model GBA and not one that can be plugged in? That just seems like a recipe for disaster. Jump into the bat. Okay, yeah, I'm desperately trying to figure out where I'm supposed to find this other coin, because I don't see anything. I checked that green pipe. I didn't check the ones to the left. God damn it.
Oh no!
Guess I'll at least complete the level. I don't know.
I don't think there's enough spiny beetles in here.
Fuck this. I don't know why I'm even jumping at the coins. Okay, just place that item back in the most annoying way possible.
What on earth is that? Oh.
Alright, sure. Just kind of run. Wait, they gave the Pope Undertale? What?
How? Does the Pope even have a computer? Or a Steam account?
I'm loving all these spike tops. These are well-placed enemies.
No.
Okay. Why was that just the exit? I see.
Undertale is not the core of gaming itself. That's stupid.
Yeah, I don't know what you would say would be the core of gaming itself, but probably not Undertale. I like that game, but
Like, if you think of, like... Oh, I see a problem incoming. Okay, just mute that. There we go.
Sorry, I'm not sure about
you
that.
weren't fast enough.
Well, as soon as she started listening...
Yeah,
that
as
was
soon
it.
as I said I like how.
You know, if you think of, like... If you take the core to mean, like... You know... Just
Representative of
yeah.
video games in general.
What one
I am
game-
fucking horrible at this game. Oh my god.
What one game would be, like, the best representative of just games as a whole? That would be very difficult to pick, but you could conceivably have an argument
Okay.
for such a thing.
I don't know what the hell is going on. Like, why I can't play this game for shit. Either it's just... I mean, I haven't played it in forever, so I guess I'm not remembering its particular brand of physics very well, but... Yeah, I'm doing really bad.
I think it would be Willem Dafoe Basketball on the Sega Genesis. That's the iconic video game right there.
Definitely. What about Snacks in Jackson?
I never even think of Earthbound and Undertale as being even remotely related, because they're mostly not.
Well, I know Undertale was, like, inspired by it.
That's where it ends.
Yeah. They have similarities, but not very many. Okay, I'm probably supposed to bring this spring. If it's this pipe, I'm gonna be fucking angry, because I tried this pipe. Okay, it was not that pipe. So I got coin number 1. I somehow got hit by that bat.
In terms of, like, gameplay, the thing that Undertale and Earthbound have in common is that they're both RPGs that...
Fuck this game.
They're both RPGs that try to be, like, really different and stand out from the rest of the genre and be cheeky, and, like, that's it. It's, Not much.
So I've basically come to realize that I need to... Can we just fucking end this stream? This is so bad. Like, I've been watching so much, like, Carl Sagan and Grand Pooh Bear stuff lately, and they're, like, amazing at all these ROM hacks and difficult, like, Mario Maker levels, and here I'm just dying repeatedly to the stupidest shit. But yeah, I have to look at the 3DS to play the game because there's a better frame rate, and playing off the preview on the TV is really bad. So I can't really look at the chat that well. I would love to know where this fucking other coin is.
Did you try the red and orange pipes?
No.
Did you try the TV?
Yes. Where did I even get the third coin?
I don't remember.
I'm so confused. This is good.
This is a good use of time.
I mean, Carl and Pooh both have really, like, clickbaity thumbnails, but they're both really good players, though. And the problem is Pooh also kind of looks like a douchebag, but, no, if someone wants to look it up, by all means, go ahead. Because this is stupid. I can't find it. His name isn't even actually Carl Sagan, that's just his username.
There's a yellow pipe near a checkpoint.
Yeah, apparently.
You tired of this level yet?
No, I could do this level all day.
I just never get tired of it.
Like, he's named after the scientist. I don't know how to respond to that. Yellow pipe, huh?
Like this.
Okay, not that yellow pipe. So there's the first coin. And then 2 seconds later, there's the third coin. Yeah, I guess so. It's annoying. Oh, good.
Bitch.
No, I don't care about you. I'm not gonna chase after you and fall in pits and have to redo the whole level again. Get the hell out of here. Wasn't even a hard level. Behold, me actually playing the game somewhat well for a change. Fuck! I knew it was gonna happen as soon as I said something.
Open your mouth and that's what you get.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the placement of the 3DS D-pad, I'm noticing. And I don't want to use the stick, because the stick on this one has, like, the pad that falls off. Screw it. Pulling the pad off, playing with stick. Yeah.
World 5 Stack Attacka.
Those were some noises. This music, is not as good as Castle Crush from Donkey Kong Country 2. I feel like this level would, benefit from that music. And this is looking like a real fun level so far. Oh, good.
So far on this level, we're looking at a perfect 10.
Yeah. can't get the one-up.
Oh, shit! And then it became a very different level.
I mean, did it really?
Well, now you just can't be down there at all.
Well, I kinda can. I just have to be careful about it. At least I got all the star coins. Oh, this looks pleasant.
Yeah, you took the wrong side of the bridge on that one.
Okay.
Wow, that one up was a trooper.
Yeah, it stuck around for a pretty long time. Are the new Soup games actually good? Yeah. I like the Wii one and the Wii U one. This one's not bad, I just only played it once and then promptly forgot about it. And the 3DS one is usually considered decent, but very forgettable and not as good as the others. And also released at a very bad time.
Why was it released at a bad time?
It was released like 2 months before the Wii U one and didn't really need to exist.
Oh.
I have decidedly not been arrested, no.
I have never been arrested.
I did have my house run over by a truck once, according to the internet. That has nothing to do with being arrested.
Did you ever have a big red one?
Maybe. I don't know. I like the 3D effect. I wish that the Pokemon games actually made use of it. But Game Freak doesn't know how to frickin', like, optimize their games at all. I'm noticing I have a distinct lack of an ability to shoot fireballs half the time here. I guess because the ones that I'm shooting are, like, not going off screen. Even though
Yeah, I think
they
you're
are.
only allowed to have two on the screen at a time.
So far, this is a good level. This is, player discovered how to make slopes in Mario Maker 2. Mario Maker 2 should be cool. Looking forward to the bullshit that will be coming with that game. With any luck, I'll have to play through 100 Man another 200 times to get all the costumes. It'll give me an excuse to see plenty of stupid levels. Brown, 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 brown.
I'm looking forward to when that game comes out.
Brown, brown, brown,
I
brown,
wasn't
brown.
ever terribly interested in the first one, but I'm gonna try to be more invested in the second one. The new features look cool, and
The hell are you?
What the hell is that?
Okay.
That did not look like a Mario enemy at all. That looks like it's straight out of SMRPG.
Yeah.
Some weird shit going on.
Well, I still watch so much Mario Maker content on YouTube anyway that I don't necessarily miss playing that game. Every once in a while I'm, like, in the mood to pick it up again, but then I never do because the Wii U was, like... it's still plugged in and stuff, but, like, if I wanted to actually play it on the TV, I'd have to go through some annoyance to hook it up because it shares the HDMI cable with the Switch. I never wanted to do that, and I could just play it on the gamepad, but the gamepad was never, like, charged, and it would have taken 2 seconds to get the charging cable. So,
You can't have that.
I basically was just too lazy.
Luigi.
I like the walking through snow noise. Just... World 5 house.
This is what it would be like if House. So what's up with the Rock'em Sock'em Bopper here?
It's more fun than a pillow fight.
Oh.
Alright, what are these gonna give that I can't get? Nothing, apparently. Blow 'em up, put your hand inside. So yeah, if you grew up on, like, 90s Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network, you will probably remember the Sock'em Boppers commercials that were constantly freaking on. And, I was always annoyed by those commercials because I forget which direction it went, but there was either they called them soccer boppers, and then the actual name of the product that it showed in the commercial was Sock'em Boppers, or it was the other way around. And I noticed that they were still selling them at Walmart like a few weeks ago. They are still around. Also, I kind of screwed myself. Can I? No, I can't leave the level. Most useless feature in Pokemon that had any effort put into it. Do the musicals in Gen 5 count? Because I don't know if that counts as having effort put into it. The roll-em-uppers, yeah. My kids were in the Scouts. Everything that they get, it's all right here. The Dream World was cool. I eventually gave up on it and used, like, a hacking program on it, but, it was still a cool idea.
Okay.
There we go. Is that all I needed to do? Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of ghost houses overall. Whenever I would see one pop up in Mario Maker, I'd always get annoyed because, like, in that game, there's never any, like, definite tell what a level's going to be like based off of the theme that it's in. But more often than not, they would just be annoying-ass mazes with, like, pick a pipe, pick a door, pick the wrong one, and you fall in a pit. All that fun stuff. Disrespect block. The disrespect block will always be the best term for a thing. That sure was a mandatory secret that I happened to find on pure accident. Boo ring spam, yeah. Okay. Oh! What the fuck is even going on?
This level's tripping out, man.
Where'd it go?
There it is.
Well, shit. So I just had to know to hold right there, I guess. God damn it, okay. Guess we're doing this stage again.
Why do we have a spring? Okay.
Yay for me, Luigi!
That was a quantity of fireworks. Was that in Ruby Sapphire? I thought that was in... I thought that was in Fire Red Leaf Green. It was like the multiplayer mini games where I think it was like Dodrio pecking, like berry collecting, and jump rope or something. And you had to get a high score in them to get a star in the trainer card or something like that. The only thing that I know is that the jump rope minigame is the sole reason why they gave an updated sprite to Teddiursa. Because they didn't do it for any other Gen 2 or 3 Pokemon for Fire Red and Leaf Green, except for that one. And they did it because its sprite had it sitting down, and that wouldn't make sense with the jump rope game. Very random thing that took resources. Moss Deep has them. Oh yeah, that's... Yeah, I think it is an emerald. Good. You play as Luigi in this game by beating the game and then holding L and R on the file select. Good. Was this the place with the hidden blocks? Yeah. The Game Corner might also have multiplayer. I never bothered with it. You know what else had multiplayer? The berry machines.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that, the berry mixing thing. And it claimed that doing that would make them better, but...
It did.
Well, but, like, over just doing it with 4, like, NPCs, it seemed to... Like, that seemed to be fine.
Oh, I guess if you're playing it with other people, you can have them all put in a good berry, though.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, anyone remember that video where I had to do poffin making with 2 DSs at the same time? That was a good time. Good. Grab the fucking vine. Berry powder. What was berry powder? It was just with 2 regular DSs. I don't think the 3DS was out yet. Or no, it was. It was, I don't know, whatever. Does anyone remember snorting crack? Alpaca probably does.
Got any blow?
What is the point of this cannon? Wait. I still have to beat the level again. Oh my god. Form of currency for rare items. In what version? I don't remember that. I never knew about no mayor. Just random ass thing for Slateport. What? The fuck? I have absolutely no memory of this. Like, I usually never bothered with berry stuff anyway, but that's really odd. I don't know what that is. You know what else nobody ever gave a shit about? The multiplayer in the Underground in Gen 4.
I only had to do it because you needed to get the, like, platinum flag or whatever for whatever that did that I needed for some reason. I borrowed someone's DS and copy of, I think, Pokemon Pearl once, and spent an entire evening repeatedly connecting and disconnecting them.
Yeah.
Which was tons of fun. Oh yeah, isn't that for Spiritomb?
Yeah, you get Spiritomb with that, and there was a flag that you could get also. It was needed for one of the trainer card stars.
Yeah, that's I probably did those at the same time.
Should you go get dinner and walk 40 minutes at 8 at night? Sure, do it.
I mean, I used to do that when I had to take the bus back and forth to school. I would take the bus a few stops ahead of where the apartment is, get some food over in the, like, restaurant area over there, and then walk back, and it would take, like, a good 40 minutes. And I usually did this at 9 at night.
Yeah, I remember mixing records. I never did it, but I'm aware of it. The only things I know that it impacted were sharing the Eon ticket from Ruby and Sapphire. Let's see, there was...
Yeah, you
swarms,
would get random...
Like, the random swarms that could happen, which there were, like, 2 of. I think there was, like,
That
Lily...
would give you access to their secret base, right?
Yeah, there was also, like, Lily Cove City department store sales or something. I know that there were secret bases that had, like, these giant pits in them that you could only cover up with a floorboard, that you could only buy in, like, a specific sale that would just randomly occur.
It would be like the Saturday rooftop sale is where...
Except the game doesn't track the day of the week, so it's just, like...
It's just random.
Yeah.
And it's pretty rare, too.
There's this one secret base near New Mauville, I think it is, that people would, like, consider to be the best one. and you needed the board to get into it, so I could never do it. I never bothered with secret bases in general. Like,
I like secret bases. I thought they were a cool concept. And then they kind of like messed them up in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. And
well, yeah, because they put them in the stupid underground.
And they also made them a lot more limited in what you could do with them.
Actually, I mean, when I say the stupid underground, I actually kind of liked the underground in theory, but I just never did anything with it. Oh, and also, since we're talking about random obscure Pokemon features for some reason, anyone remember that, like, Platinum Wi-Fi minigame parlor? Like, I never used it. It was advertised on the back of the box as a selling feature.
I've actually seen the Saturday Roof Sale maybe once or twice in all the times that I've played Gen 3 games. But I've still never seen Mirage Island once, so... I don't know about that. I enjoyed finding the different Arceus plates.
Yeah, I think I got all
At least I enjoyed finding them in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum when they were hidden in appropriate and cool locations. Then it's like...
Man, I loved it in fricking Oris. When
yeah,
they
where
just,
they're all just kind of at the bottom of the ocean in the corner.
And they were completely unmarked, and there was no way to search for
Yeah.
them because you couldn't use the item finder. They're like, okay, so to get the flame plate, you... Oh, that was good. To get the flame plate, dive in this specific spot and check this rock. Like, okay.
Yeah, I wish it was like in Gen 4 where they're all in these appropriate places. Like,
Fuck.
the surf plate is on a sandbar in the middle of the water, and...
Actually, the splash plate.
Oh yeah, the splash plate, that's right. The spooky plate is in an ancient ruin thing. You know, shit like that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I think the Draco plate was on the back of the...
Yeah, it's on the
like-
back of the Dialga statue in Eternity. Or, is it Eternity?
Yeah, it's Eterna. What do you mean Wind Waker when?
What's Wind Waker?
Luigi.
Luigi.
Well, if they get rid of Z moves, then I think they have to get rid of Ultra Necrozma. Unless they just make an alternate way of getting it. We're not gonna go back to Wind Waker randomized. There was too much of a gap after the last segment we did, and we forgot where everything was. Oh shit, I didn't mean to buy this. Oh well. No, because you can only use one Z move per battle, so there's still a reason to use other items. I don't like Z moves in general. Like, I'll use them in-game because they're helpful, but I kind of wish they didn't exist. I think they're a little stupid. I do wish that they'd go back to actually giving things megas instead of just abandoning them after Gen 6. Because knowing how they've been doing their games recently, I have a feeling they're gonna introduce some other new gimmick and just completely ignore all the previous ones they've introduced, because they've done that twice now.
Yeah, I think the sustainability of like all the random crap that they have to keep porting into each game to make sure all the mechanics are present is starting to become unmanageable. And I'm not certain that even the next set of Pokemon games are gonna have all the features of the ones before them. Probably, I'm guessing they're probably gonna start ditching stuff. As it's like, they have so fucking many held items to add now.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's always good when you're doing late game cleanup, getting all the unique items, and it's like, okay, well, I've got to find the Grisius Orb, and the mirror for the genies, and the Soul Dew, or the Soul Dew isn't even in every version, And let's see, the Gracidia, just the like 4 million random like churns a legendary or mythical into a different form item. It's like, okay, who are we gonna give the reveal glass to? We'll just give it to this random trainer in this city who talks about mirrors. Alright. Who are we gonna give all 17 of the type memories for Sil Valley to? It is a bit much. And, because Sylveon evolves through a stat that is not happiness, but is very similar, they'll either need to change it or continue adding that feature to every game.
Wait, say it again?
Like, Sylveon evolves through the, like, Pokemon and me, like, friendship stat that isn't the same as happiness.
Right.
So, like, they'll have to introduce that mechanic in every game or change its evolution method.
Just use something else entirely.
Like they did with Feebas.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we needed another freaking trade evolution item. Why would I... Oh, I was about to say, why would I ever want to hit that switch?
Does Leafeon evolve with the Leaf Stone yet? No, they keep including the Moss Rock and the Ice Rock somewhere in the world.
Except for in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Did I know what? Oh, yeah, I saw that mentioned earlier. I mean, do we know that for sure? I saw people discussing it, and I didn't... I thought that it was not determined that that was the case. I don't necessarily mind the Moss Rock and the Ice Rock, but the fact that they always put the Ice Rock like 90% of the way through the game, if not the post-game, is a little bit stupid. It's like, you want to use Glaceon? Well, fuck you. You gotta trade it over to a different version and evolve it there. Hooray for Luigi. I like the special magnetic field. I forget, does Charjabug use the same special magnetic field as Magneton and Nosepass, or is it a different one?
I think it's the same one.
And then there's Crabrawler, which is just the top of a mountain. And it's, as far as extremely esoteric, useless fucking Pokemon forms with arbitrary requirements go, I think that the freaking Dusk form Lycanroc might take the cake. Because... Actually, just Lycanroc in general, because it doesn't evolve based on the time of day. It evolves depending on what version it's in. And then for the Dusk one, it's like, oh, the Rockruff needs to have own tempo. And then you have to evolve it between 6 and 7 p.m. Like, what?
That is incredibly specific.
Damn it. Okay, screw it, I'm using this. And I mean, I'm using the... Oh, really? Really? Like, I'm using the Dusk Lycanroc and Ultra Sun. It's... Like, I'm okay with the Pokemon itself, even though it's, like, 90% identical to the midday form, but... It's really stupid that you have to go through all that to get it. I see them kind of, I see them ditching Ash Greninja the same way that they ditched Spiky-Eared Pichu, honestly. I don't think that one's gonna necessarily carry over.
Nice.
They just learn different moves and have different stats. the nighttime one looks like it should be a dark type, but it isn't. Okay, hold on. Good. I like AZ's Floette. Okay. Also, I like how this has just randomly turned into the talking about obscure Pokemon mechanics stream.
Oh yeah, another thing they're gonna have to keep including in every game is the box of random electric appliances, which somehow contains a whole fridge and a lawnmower and...
This is a kind of cool section. Yeah, I like the box of appliances. That's definitely pretty high up there. Pikachus with hats. You know, it's sad that I have to ask if you meant the ones with, like, Ash's hats or the cosplay ones, because those needed to exist, too. The ones with the hats, I think, like, which hat it has is irrelevant, but the one with the hat has, like, a Z move that the other ones can't use. And then the partner cap one that's exclusive to the Ultra games has its own Z move that's different from the other ones. So you've got regular Pikachu, the 5 cosplay Pikachus, Pikachu with one of 6 hats, and Pikachu with a different hat. These are... Oh, and partner Pikachu from Let's Go. So all these are separate entities. Totally need to have all those. So I'm not sure where I missed the last coin, but I did kind of, like, fuck up the ending, so...
When... Was it ever said when Sword and Shield are supposed to come out? Is it November?
It's later this year, but, yeah, I think... Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon, and the Let's Go games all released on, like, basically the same week, just a year apart, so it's probably that same time. So, like, mid-November.
Okay.
So I have no idea what I'm actually supposed to do in this section. Oh, maybe I was supposed to keep that alive. Well, here's another one, let's see. No, I'm not seeing where the coin was. Yeah, that's the... Well, actually... That's the question, though, because since Gen 7 has proven that they don't really give a shit about making all the old Pokemon available each generation, or even having a national dex, they might not bring the Ultra Beasts back. Like, they might just force you to transfer them up for eternity, which I wouldn't be a fan of. Okay, yeah, someone needs to tell me where this coin is. I don't know where to look for it. Hate how random legendaries became mythical in Gen 5. What do you mean? I'll look this up myself if I have to. If someone else can do that, that would be good. It's definitely somewhere after this point. Well, yeah, they just kind of introduced the term mythical, but the game was always at least mostly consistent with which ones were considered, like, event only. With exceptions. I am not seeing one. Oh, good.
You know, honestly, like, if you don't have version-exclusive Pokemon, then you just wouldn't have 2 versions anyway, which I wouldn't be opposed to. I don't see the reason for it. I know the stated reason for it, but it's stupid.
Okay, I guess I'm looking it up. Sorry, I can't always expect people to do it for me, but it does kind of help the flow of the stream a little bit. Sample.
Oh!
After the checkpoint, row of 4 brick blocks with a row of more above it. Hop on top of the lower layer. Destroy above them. Hit the block to the far right. Okay. I see. Okay. See, I think this has the beanstalk, and then I need to break the one above it to get it, which means I need a mushroom. I mean, I honestly think shinies are kind of dumb. Like,
I like shinies. I think they're cool.
I'll
Like, I
like
wish
if
they
I
weren't-
find one, I'll get it. Obviously, but
I like it when there's reliable but challenging methods to get them. Like, you know, the chaining and the all that good stuff. I wish it was less tedious, but I like shinies. They're cool. It's like you find something really rare, you get to hang on to it. Like, that's neat. They don't need to be quite as rare as they are, but they're kind of working on that.
are there just no mushrooms anywhere in the stage? There it is. Okay, so I think I know what I'm supposed to do here. And let's not get hit by the hammer. Dude, you have to be right here. Fuck, man. Yep. I've seen a video on the Master Ribbon quest. The thing is insane. I've never really cared about ribbons. There's a point where my, like, my wanting to collect stuff basically is taken too far. And so stuff like the ribbons, I can't ever bring myself to give a shit about. It's too much to worry about. Basically anything where I have to be good at the game. Because, if I have to do anything with, like, the battle facilities, that's when the game starts to lose me a little bit. I usually make it a point to avoid those.
I liked Platinum. I liked the stuff that it added on to the other two. And I liked Emerald, and I liked the stuff that it added on to the other two, and I liked Crystal, and I liked the stuff that it added on to the other two, and so on and so forth. I didn't like Black and White a whole lot anyway, but I remember Black 2 and White 2 also being, you know, good sequel content. Good stuff.
I laugh at Tony Danza. Okay.
This looks like fun.
That wasn't so bad. The problem is, it didn't need to be 2 versions, and it didn't change enough. Like, well, or I guess the problem is, like, you're right when you say that it changed about as much as Platinum or Emerald did. Probably changed more than Crystal did, honestly, and people love that game. I guess it's just the timing on it was bad. because it was only 1 year after the previous games. People didn't like Sun and Moon that much to begin with, and it didn't need to be 2 versions, and we didn't have, like, we hadn't had a 3rd version since Gen 4, because Black and White 2 don't really count. So I guess people were just kind of hoping that they were going to be more than what they were. This game has a challenge mode. I mean, I guess you can tell me what it is. I probably won't do it. I like the noise these mushrooms make.
I mean, it didn't need to be 2 games, although basically.
Well, that's the thing. Like when you're saying like that the 3rd versions also have exclusives, there's a tradition where usually the 3rd version will have most of the stuff that was missing from the other ones, and just kind of have like a few random things that it's missing that are in both other versions. Whereas the Ultra games don't do that. And because they have an expanded Pokédex, now it's like, you basically, I mean, I know you're not meant to get all 4 games, but if you are doing everything on your own, that's basically 4 versions you have to buy instead of, like, 2 or 3. It's just, it's a little annoying.
I mean, I would say that, to be fair, like, you know, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon didn't need to be 2 versions in the same sense that no generation ever needs to be 2 versions.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, extra nonsense to have to worry about, because, like, I get the intent of it is to get kids to interact with one another and, like, share shit. Fine, but fuck you.
I think the #1 problem is the fact that it was a year after the other games, and it just kind of made it seem like the originals were incomplete. That was my main problem with them, at least. The camera cannot go backwards, even vertically. Okay, then. That sounds really stupid. Okay, so did I miss anything other than mushroom houses? What is this cannon? Does this cannon go backwards? Because it looks like it goes backwards. Oh, yeah, I don't want to do that. Black and White 2 weren't 3rd versions, though. They were just another set of games. What the fuck is this? Why am I forced to take it? It won't let me leave.
You can't. What happens if you quit?
It won't save.
Oh.
Alright, fine. I don't want to run out the timer. That's fine. Alrighty. So I guess this is the last level for this one. I'm bad. No, I'm okay.
The first set being 2 games is fine because it changed a very substantial amount from the ones that came before it. I knew some didn't. I think that's been said a couple times.
I think we can be done with this conversation.
I'm just reiterating it. I've never played the things. I don't know. I think Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are the first set of Pokemon games that I've just not purchased at all. Which is,
Shit.
Or is it? I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. Which is, like, sad, because it has some stuff in it I'd like to check out. but I don't know if it's worth, like, enough to be worth the extra expense, especially since I didn't like Sun and Moon that much anyway, so it's like, I don't really want to play through them again. I don't know. It's difficult.
There's also Let's Go.
There is Let's Go, which I don't like the concept of, so I'm just not gonna bother.
I've been kind of wanting to try them, but yeah, I don't know. Is this one of the levels that you have to beat with a tiny mushroom? Or is that not until World 6? Or no, I guess it is. This is one of them. I suppose I'll try to do that. And then I just kind of didn't even bother timing it because I'm stupid. Okay, never mind.
Here's the thing, even if I could get Ultra Sun or Moon for free, like by homebrewing my 3DS or whatever, like, I still don't think I'd actually want to go to the trouble to play through the game. Because most of it's going to be the same as Sun and Moon, which I didn't like that much. And it's like, eh. There are some features in it I want to check out, but I don't want to have to play through the whole game to do it. I'd really rather just pop in my copy of Sun.
Yeah, if it was like
just check
added
it out.
DLC.
Yeah.
Fuck, how do we get over there? Okay.
Just pop that fucker in there.
I guess you do have to go through that hole, and it won't let me wall jump it, so that's probably a tiny mushroom thing. Oh, there's definitely a Pokemon cycle. It's just people are usually like lukewarm towards whatever the current game is, and the previous generation was the worst ever, and then the one before that was the best ever. And then the generation before that needs a remake.
That was a good noise.
Oh, was there a spring? I didn't even notice it. Well, I have to do the level again anyway, so it's fine. Good. Okay.
I never liked Gen 6, and I still don't. I like some of the Pokemon it added. I still maintain that Gen 6 and Gen 7 should have just been one generation.
I could see that.
Basically just based solely on the number of Pokemon introduced. It's like every generation before it was about 150, and then these two are 80 apiece or so. It's like, you cheaters, you cut a generation in half and tried to count it as two. You can't do that.
That would explain
Can't
why
do
they
that.
didn't make any more megas, and it's, I don't know. I want to say the gap between 6 and 7 was shorter than a lot of the other ones, too. I could be completely wrong about that.
The gap between 6 and 7 was shorter? I don't remember.
It might have been about the same.
The gap is usually 3 years, right? I think it was 3 years.
I think it's usually 4.
Was it 4?
Shit! Did I get the smoke ball? I don't know. At least I'm able to get this.
Is the tiny mushroom like actually good for something?
It's used for certain stuff. It's definitely not good for like fighting enemies, but it lets you jump farther, and you can like run across water and stuff. And you need to beat certain bosses with it in order to unlock entire worlds. This is one of them.
What? Really?
Okay, so wait for him to stop, get out of the way of the direction
Yeah,
he's
I don't
facing.
remember that. It's been a long time since I played this game.
Yeah, like Worlds 4 and 7 are just completely optional, and you have to go pretty far out of your way to unlock them. Fuck, man. The ice! Can't deal with the ice. Order is 13213. Oh, for the thing in the basement? Yeah, I didn't bother going back for that. Like, why the hell is it a 5-button code? That's stupid. Okay. Always the best noise. Alright, let's try and not be bad. The ice physics make this harder than it needs to be. I'm assuming rule of 3.
More like rule of cool.
Oh shit. No! Yeah, I'm not seeing this boss as necessarily being really easy. Not the hardest boss I've ever seen, but with the tiny mushroom, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Yeah. I like how I'm waiting for this thing, even though I could have very easily just jumped up there.
So, my response to the idea that Gen 7 added only a few less than Gen 2 is that reading like the number of Pokemon added per generation, it's 151, 100, 135, 107, 156, and then you get 72 and 86. So like, they're a lot lower.
Yeah, you have to count Alolan forms for it to be the same.
I don't. Those are alternate forms. Those aren't counted here. And this is also not including Megas, because those are basically alternate forms as well.
Yeah, and there's 48 of those fuckers. 50 if you count the primals.
So it's like, on this list, Gen 2 and Gen 4 were a little lacking, but the average is definitely well above 100. Or at least it was, up until Gen 6.
More? Alright, guess what? We're not doing World 7. So we gotta go to the castle again.
Oh boy!
After I walk to the castle again. Brown bricks, brown bricks. What would it be? What would it be if there was a sandwich? Alright, how much of this can I just bypass? Not much. Also, I see that pipe down there. I don't know if that's something I need to get. It probably is. Shit, is there a secret exit in 5-4? Let's see. Doesn't look like there is. How do you get to that pipe, then? Oh, it's where you come from if... Okay. If you take a pipe earlier in the world, probably. It's weird going back to normal controls after playing with the mini mushroom for so long. Everything's a lot less floaty. Renegade Platinum is, like, interesting. Yeah, I know, I do. In what way is it interesting? Because there's so many ROM hacks that I want to play and just never get to. Like, not even just Pokemon ones, just in general.
I didn't realize there was a bunch of ROM hacks on your plate. I thought you were kind of running out of ones that looked interesting to you.
Well, I mean, at the very least, there's Banjo Dreamy. There's, for Pokemon, there's the, what was it, there's Prism version. I thought there was another one I wanted to try, but now that I think about it, I can't think of what it was. Yeah, I guess there's not really that many ROM hacks. It's just games in general. I'm not playing Masked Quest.
It is a Masked Quest.
That terrible fucking Majora's Mask ROM hack that Kif played. So it's Platinum, but harder-er. Yeah, see, increased difficulty things aren't really necessarily what I'm looking for. I guess a better thing to say, other than there's too many ROM hacks that I want to play, is just I have enough Pokemon games I'm already going through. Because I have Crystal, I'm going through Ultra Sun, Sword and Shield are going to come out in a few months. Not a few months, but in a period of time that exists. I still kind of want to play through Japanese Blue. Shit. Clover's the 4chan one, right? Well, I mean, I have a physical copy of Japanese Blue, so I'd be playing that one. And I don't see the point of playing a translation of Green, because that would just be Blue. Interesting song. Blue. Trees. No, I think the demon's been removed. There's Shargus coins up there that I don't know how to reach. Not that I really need them, but there's probably... Yeah, what the hell? Okay. No, I don't think I need a physical Vietnamese crystal. I think I'll do without that. Physical copies of it exist, yeah. That's where it originally came from, I think. Like, it was an actual bootleg sold in Vietnam. They've still not done a Fire Grass.
I'd like to see Fire Ice.
And yeah, Fire Ice. That would also be cool.
I don't think that does anything for it, like, you know, defensively. But,
no, it would be 4 times weak to rock.
But, you know, interesting design could come out of it.
Non-mythical
Firewater would be good.
Yeah.
Especially one with, like, it's just a mythical for the sake of being a mythical.
Yeah, it has nothing special about it. yeah, all three of those would be cool. I mean, there's no type combinations that I wouldn't want to see, with the exception of normal / blank. Normal Ghost would potentially be interesting, but whenever they're just like, alright, here's Litleo, it's not just a fire type, it's a fire normal type. I'm like, okay, but why though? Like, they did that with Girafarig, and it made sense. They did it with Deerling. It made a little bit less sense, but I could still kind of see it. And then in Gen 6, they did it with, like... They did it with Litleo and Helioptile, and... I'm trying to... I guess Diggersby. I don't necessarily count evolutions, because if I did, I'd have to count B-Barrel also, but, it's like, I don't get what about them is normal. I don't think Volcanion does have lore. Other than it potentially being tied to the, like, power plant in the desert. But I don't think they ever really mentioned anything about that. Sure, I'll get a Mega Mushroom, why not?
I mean, wasn't Volcanion in a movie?
Well, yeah, all of them are. But the movies just make shit up. It doesn't have lore in the game, so... Oh, no, I mean, Hoopa has lore. It has
Very
lore
small amount,
it has
but
lore
it's
in the sense that it can actually do shit. For me, having lore is like Celebi can travel through time. That's all you really need. Volcanion is just a thing. It's a thing that exists, and there's nothing special about it. Like, I could see that thing just being a regular Pokemon and not even a legendary. Like, a strong one, but it's not that
I really like the idea of Hoopa. I really like what they did with it in Oris. Like, that was some cool shit. I really adored the Delta episode and the wormholes that let you get all the shit. And that was probably the inspiration for the Ultra wormholes in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, which is also cool. So, you know, a lot of cool shit came out of that one thing. Then there's, like, Magiarna, which
it's just waifu Pokemon number 5. Or actually, no, I think it's only number 3. There was Meloetta, and then Diancie, and then Magiarna. Was there a waifu? No, I don't think there was a waifu in Gen 4. There's Lopunny, but in terms of, like, mythicals, I mean. This is a weird level. Is there really nothing hidden in the middle of that? Huh.
Isn't it like there's exactly 2 pure flying types and they're
both
Arceus and
Tornadus.
Silvally?
Well, there's Tornadus, other Tornadus, Arceus, and Silvally, yeah.
Oh yeah, Tornadus is a pure flying, isn't it? Weird decision.
It's because it's a wind spirit. I guess it makes sense. I mean, if you want to go off the logic that you can't just be a flying, you have to be tied to something else, which is stupid, because, like, you could say the same thing. You can't just be a electric. But...
You can't just... you can't just be a ground.
This is a good level. I like this. The fuck is this? This is stupid.
This is get 1 coin at a time, very tediously.
Get 1 coin, and then again. This is really dumb.
I mean, flying, it basically just is the wind, or the air type. Like, that's
It's the air type, and also the thing with wings type. That's... I honestly think that they should have not necessarily made flying... Like, they should have either kept flying and bird as different types, or only had bird. Or, no, because, yeah, they should have just both been different. Because it's like... Well... I don't even know what my opinion on that is. Maybe we just didn't need a bird in general. Like... What's so special about, like, being pecked at compared to, like, being stabbed with a horn? Yeah, that I would agree with that. I mean, I've said it before, like, I feel like Gen 1... Like, we know that Gen 1 had a bird type at some point, because MissingNo. But, like... Where the fuck did I miss this coin? I'm pretty sure that at some point in development, when they decided to get rid of bird, they changed every instance of bird into normal, and every instance of flying into bird, or the other way around, because, like... You have... Okay. You have Razor Wind and Whirlwind and Gust, which are all normal type moves, even though they should be flying. You have... What else was there? Oh yeah, just the existence of the normal flying type in general, because they should have been bird flying. I don't know, it was just kind of stupid. So I found the invisible block. Is the other one up there? Why Farfetch'd and Chatot? Where the hell do I go? I'm confused. Why was this block here? Is there another one? Let me see. I sure am just gonna time out. Really? Okay, these hidden blocks are a piece of shit. Sure. Oh my god. Gonna fucking time out. Didn't even need to hit that. Okay, mad dash to the end. Mega Mushroom, let's go. I don't know if it's gonna help. We can try. At this point, I know I'm not gonna get the third coin. I can't even get over the pipe. This was a bad choice. Oh, Lord. Why is every Farfetch'd evolution fighting and flying? Because people are unoriginal. Why are they all named fricking, like, absurd with an apostrophe? What do I even... Okay. At least I know what to do now. Alright, and timeout. While I'm in the pipe, let's go. I've never seen anyone other than me call it Unleekly. Like, every time I used to suggest that name back when I frequently actually commented on Pokemon forums, people would, like, call me a moron for suggesting that name. Like, absurd fits so much better. And then there was the person who just said that, like, if you ever give a Pokemon a nickname, then you are mentally challenged because you're building an attachment to something that's just data. That's why I name all of mine random strings of numbers. What the fuck?
What an asshole!
As far as I can tell, he was being completely serious, too.
Oh, he's fucked up, ain't he?
No, I think he is wrong. I mean, in terms of, like, building an attachment to, like, lines of code, like, I mean, I guess, but that's kind of the whole point of video games, is to, like, have an attachment to the characters. Do you not care about characters in a movie that you're watching because you know they're just actors? Like, that's a really stupid way of thinking. No, you can't call it dog either. You gotta call it, like, 4, 5, 6, 3.6. And we're back to sine wave blocks. So while I'm doing this... This is a rare instance of a Mario game where I actually don't have a billion lives, and collecting extra ones might be helpful. Like, I've got 22, but... in fricking New Soup for Wii, I got 99 by the second world. I like when people just notice the Hidoo, even though it's, like, extremely obvious whenever I go through a screen transition. This game is very balances, and I love it for that. Okay, so let's get this and then move on. I mentioned it somewhere. It was probably in, like, an old LP of mine. That was from, like, Gen 4 or 5 era GameFAQs. Gen 4 era GameFAQs was the best, because that's when I was a massive fucking douche towards anybody who traded. And I, like, got yelled at constantly for being a troll. I still maintain that I wasn't actually being a troll, because... a troll basically causes trouble for the sake of it, and doesn't necessarily believe the shit that they say, whereas I actually did. But, I was still an asshole. That sure was just lifted straight from Mario 64. What are we wowing at?
Wow.
Maybe it's just me, but I don't see that as being offensive. Like, is bigot really that strong of a term? I didn't get offended by it. I don't know, there's a lot of things that people say are super offensive that I would disagree with, but it's just me. It's usually when people overreact to, like, racial slurs and stuff, but,
I'm detecting that we're getting into
Yeah.
an area of conversation that is very dangerous.
I know. That's why I'm not naming any examples.
I want to name no names. So, I'm seeing we've got the Tower of Sexual Frustration here.
I suppose so. Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen.
Well, this is good.
Oh, good. Quite a bit of a brown after this. Quite a bit of a brown. Ooh, am I safe? No, I'm not safe at all.
You ain't safe from shit.
There were a few Alolan forms that were allegedly leaked back in the day that I wish turned out to be real. I know there was a water-type Growlithe, there was the fighting-type Alakazam that had nunchucks instead of spoons, and there was the, grass-type Jinx Hula Dancer. I would have been happy with all those.
So, a long, long time ago, back when I was actually still interested in collecting Pokemon cards, actually, around the time that I got out of it,
Did I miss something major?
they released a set that was like... So, like, in the Pokemon trading card game, for, like, a bit of perspective, every Pokemon, like, if it's Pokemon that only has one type, it'll always, like, in the trading card game, show up as the same type. And the types in the trading card game don't match the game, because there's only 7 of them. But, like, if you have a Pokemon that has multiple types in the game, some versions of that Pokemon's card will be one type and some will be another to, like, fit.
Right, how, like, Kabuto can be either water or fighting, because fighting is the same as rock.
Right. So, going off of this, around the time that I got out of it, energy cards are basically like the mana in Magic the Gathering. In fact, they're exactly the same. Just they work a little differently, but they're the same concept. Anyway, so the set that they had released was called
what?
What was it called? It was Delta Species or something like that. And it was a really cool concept because it was a set of cards that they released where the types of Pokemon were, like, completely not at all what they would normally be. So, like, it was kind of the first instance that I know of basically, like, Alolan forms being a thing. Because you would have these cards, and this is a long time ago. This is like Gen 3, Gen 4 era, something like that.
Yeah, I remember seeing Delta... I never paid attention to the card game after the Rocket set for Gen 1, but I'm aware of those. I thought they were kind of a neat idea.
Okay, then I'll put it this way.
I mean, I can explain it, but you can go ahead if you want.
The way mana and, like, land cards work in Magic the Gathering is the same as energy in Pokemon, in the sense that every turn you can put down an energy or a land, and in order to actually do stuff in the game, you have to have a certain amount of that stuff put down that you can use. So it's like, every turn, if you have it in your hand, you can put down this currency and add it to your pool of available currency that you can use every turn. And, you know, you're limited in, like, so, like, and you'll need different kinds of currency for different moves, and you'll need, you know, like, it's all about, it's all about having enough and having the right variety of this available resource to be able to do the shit you want to do.
Yeah, it's not too complicated.
It's pretty straightforward, but,
yeah, basically, like, if you have a Pokemon with, like, 2 attacks, and one of them takes 1 fire energy, and one of them takes 1 fire and 1 colorless energy, if it has no energy attached to it, you can't do anything, and if it has the wrong kind attached to it, you still can't do anything, so you have to spend your turns to put those on it. I played the Game Boy trading card game a little bit. It was kind of neat. I thought about potentially streaming that one day, but I don't know. What the hell is this? Okay, on.
Yep, the first Pokemon anything was Gen 1.
I think in Japan there was a fairly sizable time gap between the video games and the anime and the card games, but in the US, they basically released everything at once to build, like, a massive amount of hype around it, and, like, man, we've got this new franchise, and it has all this fucking shit, and you're gonna love all of it. So a lot of people tend to think that the show came first. No, the anime definitely didn't start after Gen 2 existed. The first episode had Ho-Oh in it, and Togepi showed up later on, but those were just cases of early designs slipping in. The games definitely weren't, like, fully made yet. Oh, is the stream layout? I never noticed that. I'm sorry. I guess most of them are fairly short and inconsequential, though. Because Gen 1 was originally supposed to have, what was it, 190? And that's why there's so many missing though in the game, because they're just placeholders.
Yu-Gi-Oh is my favorite, like, competitive card game. It's, a lot of people make fun of it, and it's not treated quite as seriously as, like, Magic the Gathering is, but it's got a lot of design choices that are really consumer-friendly.
What? How did I fall?
And, it's, the developers, like, don't try to make it very serious, which I think kind of helps. Because it's like...
Card games on motorcycles.
Because, you know, you'll have cards that just have ridiculous names or concepts to them.
Space Mambo.
Space Mambo being
Intergalactic Thorny Purpley Dragon.
Yeah, that thing. There are many.
Man, this thing's a piece of shit. Oh my god.
Of course, I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! Since, before most of the modern mechanics, so I don't know what it's like now so much.
Ah. Man, I love redoing all this stuff. Trees. So, since I don't know much about the current Pokemon trading card game, I will mention one random tidbit that I do know. I'm pretty sure the last time there's ever been a Kadabra card was, like, Gen 2. Because, Uri Geller has this, massive beef with the fact that Kadabra, like, uses his likeness, and so they've just basically done, like, this soft ban on it from the series, and so they introduce these, like, Abra cards that have a special ability that let it just evolve straight to Alakazam. It's really dumb. I think it's not shown up in the anime since Gen 3. What are we saying? Go back in the pipe for a star coin. How the fuck did I miss a coin? Didn't I just get one? Sorry, I can't look at the chat. Oh, well, sure enough, there it is. Great! So how did I get that one? Why do they have a problem with Kadabra? What would it be like if house? How many different types of pies can you find? Build up speed, jump on the block. What do you mean build up speed? This isn't the fricking Mario 64 A button challenge.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what do you mean build up speed? I'll just pay attention after... Oh, we're not... Okay. I'll just attempt to pay attention when I get to the area. 3. Bop! Yeah, I know about P-Speed. I don't know if it's called that in this game, but I'm aware of the concept.
I think you mean Dick Speed.
No, Dick Speed is in Mario Paint. And Dick Vines are in Mario Maker.
I just love the term Dick Speed.
Dick Speed is an industry term. It's like fricking dead on balls accurate.
Dead on balls accurate.
God, the fucking shellless Koopa running for 4 hours stream. Why did that need to exist? Did you see that?
The what?
Pan and Koic did a 4-hour stream of a shellless Koopa running around Bob-on Battlefield.
Why?
April Fools, I think.
Oh.
No, I don't think it was good. Okay, did I seriously already miss it? Because I think if I go up here, I already... Like, I'm too late. Where the hell was I supposed to go? It's not any of these pipes. I checked all these.
I've been wanting to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! For a while. I still have my old deck from way back in the day. I just need to update it really badly.
You'll have to describe where I'm going, because with the chat delay, I can't tell. I'm not sure how I get over there. Go north? Sure. There's no hidden blocks next to the pipe. Oh, there we go.
Move it up!
Now how do I get out?
Wall jumps. Wall
Yes.
kicks will work.
But will they actually, though?
And then everyone in the chat has a heart attack thinking that it crashed or something.
New Super Mario Bros., but every time it bawls, the game crashes. You know what other game bawls a lot? Mario RPG when you have the Lamb's Lure. Stupid fucking Lamb's Lure.
I like the Lamb's Lure. It makes my life easy. Except when it doesn't work.
Sure, I've been getting a lot of unintentional fireworks.
How do you get the fireworks?
If it's anything like the original Mario, it is based off of the last couple digits of the timer and, like, how many coins you have. So here's just a nice close quarters, navigate the quote-unquote maze level, and I will have a generally better time going through one of these than the kind of crap we've been having lately. UAE specific Vivillon form. There's the Sandstorm one, which is like exclusive to countries in the Middle East. And then there's the Ocean form, which is in Hawaii only.
I like the concept of that, but it's also terrible.
Yeah, a little bit. Three. No. Okay. There's 20 forms, 2 of which are event exclusive. And yeah, I have them all in my, my Y living decks. I think I have everything in that game except for Meloetta, which I have the ability to get because I have the mystery gift downloaded, I just never picked it up. Gen 7 is not even close to complete. Oh, good. And we go back down. Hello. Somehow didn't die from that.
What?
Hmm?
What?
I was just making fun of the Kahurf.
My voice is really thick right now.
Apparently, what the hell happened?
I got sick.
You got sick during the 5 hours that you've been gone.
No, I feel sick. But it goes really deep.
What
It's
the
really
shit?
awesome.
I don't think that's so awesome.
I love it. I'll be like, oh yeah.
I don't know. I can tell from your voice that you're congested.
I'm terribly congested.
Don't die. Oh, good.
No. I need no medicine.
But it'll be cherry flavored, though.
That'd be terrible. No, if my voice could stay like this, it'd be great. But not be sick. But no choice. I am your father. Oh. If Darth Vader was in puberty.
I mean, we got to see Darth Vader go through puberty. It wasn't very good.
Oh, that's
He
true.
talked about sand.
Yeah, it didn't go too well, did it? So how was everyone?
Bad.
Why? So why are we playing this game?
Why not? It needed to be played at some point. It's been turned on since fucking December.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. God, I have 3 options here.
But Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren.
Can I sit here and eat my ice cream?
Kylo Ren asshole cream.
Well, Kylo Ren is just what if Darth Vader was Spoonie.
What?
Because he looks like Spoonie.
It's true, yes.
Oh, okay.
He's got that big old nose. Not saying that Spoonie's nose is large.
Spoonie says his nose is large.
It's just different. How was your
Actually,
day
while
going?
I'm thinking about it.
That's alright.
I showed this at some point a while back, but one of the Miis that I made for the potential Tomodachi thing was Spoonie, and it's pretty good.
Oh,
It,
people,
it looks like he looks like a massive fucking douche, and I think it fits him quite
I know
perfectly.
it is. No, like Kylo Ren is really weirdly liked by a lot of people. If you look up Jenny Nicholson, there's a great little video on a book about him, but it was like not about him. Ice cream will help my throat, and then my deep voice will go away. I could be the Quiznos sub guy. Like, I don't know, he says stuff. I enjoy getting sick far too much.
I see.
Only when it happens like this, though. I'm terribly congested, and I was yelling at people all day, so that didn't help either.
Good.
That was a good run.
Wait, Quiznos is dead.
I don't think I ever saw Quiznos.
I've been to Quiznos before, but it was a long time ago.
I've seen them, but I've not been in one. The only thing I remember about them is the fucking sponge monkeys.
The sponge monkeys were kind of weird.
Quiznos subs. We got a pepper bar.
I wasn't really yelling at people. I just had a lot of things to do today. We got new pans in. They're ventilated. What do you call them? Pans. That doesn't make
Like
any sense to
ventilated
people
pans.
outside of the. It's the deep dish pans. And we got new ones, so you have to season
Oh.
them. And to season them, that means you have to oil them and send them through the oven twice. And we had about 100 of those to do. On top of course, making orders. And then I had to package up the old pans. And
That sure did not accomplish much.
but yeah.
I go to Jersey Mike's all the time. Jersey Mike's is goddamn good for a chain.
What is Jersey Mike's?
It's basically what it sounds like. It's a New Jersey style sub shop, and it tastes like it's from New Jersey. It's really fucking good.
What qualifies
Yeah.
as being like from
New
New
Jersey.
Jersey? I didn't
Well,
know they were known for
I
subs.
thought people
New
hated
Jersey
New
and
Jersey.
New Jersey and New York are known for subs. Yes.
I thought the joke was that nobody liked New Jersey. Or don't go to New Jersey or
So
something.
that's because the place itself sucks.
Oh, okay. What kind of food is from there then?
What, New Jersey?
Yeah.
Subs.
Oh,
That's
okay.
It's oftentimes Italian. Just like it's not just New Jersey. It's just the New Jersey, New York area. Just because that's like
Yeah. Okay. There's a great sub place here called the Cheesesteak House.
We were actually talking about that earlier,
Oh, really? No.
as we passed by it.
I made the comment that I would like to go there at some point.
Oh, what were y'all doing?
We went to Arby's.
Oh, okay.
$3. I like these extremely slow-moving animes. They're my favorite. Alright, what we got going on here? Well, if I stand up, I probably die. Yup. It's mandatory that I get those coins, but not that one, though. 27th Bowser Jr. battle. Asshole.
No, not the single slow-moving shell.
Whatever shall I do? Oh, good.
The single slow moving Hadou.
No, they're always single frame Hadoos. I like the single frame Hadou. It was a product of its time. No, I don't even know.
Single frame Hadou is funny though. There's frame rate Hadou.
Frame rate Hadou was pretty great. That was from Tales of Zestiria, right?
Yeah.
I will offer absolutely no explanation for frame rate Hadou.
Here we go.
Luigi, calm down. What if you missed
What do you mean?
the blocks?
Then I would have to go around and do it again.
What if you could only ever try one time?
Then it would probably be that one episode of Mario Last Impact where I kept coming up with these like increasingly ridiculous concepts of like, what if there was a game that if you ever died, you had to like return the game and the console, and then it kind of like kept getting worse. That was a good jump. And I was debating if I wanted to bring this one up because of how fucking stupid it is, but people enjoyed the Three Billy Goats gruff tangent that I went on that one time. And this is related to the current subject and to the sub-sandwich subject. So, there's this old episode of Rugrats where they're at like a picnic and Grandpa loses his teeth. And there's like a bunch of ducks that keep attacking the babies. I love this description of it. But there's this scene at the end where they're like riding on the back of Spike the dog and running away from the ducks or whatever, and they have to duck under these picnic tables. And so as they're riding across them, or like as they're riding along, like ducking under them, Chucky will yell out, "Duck!" and then they duck underneath it, and they do this a few times. And then at the end of it, he's like, "Duck!" and then Tommy's just like, "No, Chucky, we got past all the picnic tables." And he's like, "No, the other kind of duck," because there's like the ducks in front of them. And this scene pissed me off because Tommy like takes the time to look back and tell him like, "No, we're past the tables." Like what the look fucking in front of you and notice that they're there. First of all, and secondly, like
He's a baby.
there's no time to like by the time that he got finished saying it, they would have already been too far. So the other day at work, I just
You're thinking about Rugrats.
I don't know why.
Okay.
The other day, I thought about this episode, and it, like, made me angry, and so I just came up with, like, this highly exaggerated version of it, where, like, the amount of time that Tommy would spend saying, like, no, we're past all the picnic tables would just keep increasing each time, and it would basically be like, no, Chucky, we already got past all of the tables, and then it would get worse, and so, like,
I wonder what they think about when you make pizzas.
and so the logical conclusion was, like, Tommy with this ridiculously smug face that's just, like, his head is progressively growing larger as he says this,
People enjoyed that voice.
and,
You should do it again.
the more he, like, as it keeps growing larger, eventually it's too big, and so, like, Spike can't support his weight anymore, and eventually, like, gets crushed under his weight and dies. And as he's saying this, like, he's blinking very, very slowly and deliberately, and every time he blinks, 2 6-foot sub sandwiches appear in front of his eyes and get eaten by the blink. And so, like, I have no other way of describing this.
Slow day at Pizza Hut.
No, it was a busy day. And so, it eventually just turned into, like, it is a sad thing that you have reached this state at such a young age. Blanks, sandwiches get eaten. That you would think that there are still any tables in front of us.
I would
Blank.
be surprised if there was a contact eye. Definitely. If that's a thing.
Like,
The weed smoke, yeah.
there was no weed smoke.
Because you've gotten used to it.
But yeah,
Well, your words is-
the concept of just eating the sandwiches by blinking is, like, the best thing I've come up with. It makes absolutely no goddamn sense.
So left.
The whirlpool you have to get caught in is indicated. Okay.
I thought you said syndicated. I'm like, what is it syndicated on?
CBS. So yeah, that was my stupid fucking Rugrats tangent. The blinking eating the sandwiches was slightly inspired from this educational PC game that Jordan used to have, where there was just like a bunch of anthropomorphic like animal characters, and there was like this polar bear that his only personality trait was just he ate a lot, and so there was like this mini game where you had to
So the eyelids eat the sandwiches.
yes.
Ultima says save.
What do you mean save?
I don't know.
How do you save?
I don't know. He might not be talking about it.
Don't bring up the fucking trees pop. I hate the trees pop so much. But
Now you have to explain what that is now.
I will in a minute. But anyway, the polar bear, there was like this mini game where you had to help him make a sandwich, like he would be like, pick the lettuce from the refrigerator, or what, like, and you just had to like pick the item that he says or whatever, and he blinked very, very slowly and deliberately. I swear they had like 10 frames of animation on this fucking blink. It was just like, it was way too detailed. And so I just always remember him as the blinking sandwich polar bear, because he'd make these sandwich and it would be like this gigantic sub and he'd eat it in like 2 bites.
I just want to say, who is now aware of all the blinking that we're doing? Little Joe left.
Okay, so
Yeah, I mean,
the
that's
trees pop. I've ranted about this one before. That was from a different episode of Rugrats where they're pretending they're in the Wild West. I could rant about this episode at great length, and I have, because every part of that episode pisses me off. But, one of the parts was, Phil and Lil are the Nakey Americans, which is the baby talk for Native Americans, and they invite them to smoke or not even smoke, they invite them to lick the trees pop. It's supposed to be smoking the peace pipe, but I don't know what the fuck a trees pop is, because usually when they have, like, a baby talk version of something, it's like another word that exists. And I also don't know what it was that they had. It was like a cross between a popsicle and a pacifier. It didn't look like anything. Is that the one where Chucky goes insane and sits under a popped volleyball? I'm not aware of that one. It is the one where there's a man dressed up as an ice cream cone that offers people coupons for free ice cream, and then Angelica just takes a coupon and cuts it with a random pair of scissors that she is obsessed with for the episode. And he's just like, oh, you shouldn't have done that. Now you can't get any ice cream. And then he just leaves and clumsily puts the rest of the coupons in his pocket and drops like fucking 50 of them on the ground. I'm like, asshole. Every episode of that stupid show had something that I would get annoyed by, because it was usually very poorly animated and thought out. I still watched it all the time, but it would get on my nerves. Okay, but why though? Yeah, that was, it wasn't noon, it was no shadow time. And there was like the villain in that episode was like the bubblegum kid or something, I think is what she was called. She would like blow this gigantic bubble and it would get caught in your hair. Okay, I don't know if I can get up there. I don't want to, like, keep going back and forth. This is mine. I met Tommy when he was only 6 days old. I don't know what happened to him in those first 6 days, but he sure won't stand anyone getting in his way. Or how, I don't remember how the line went. It was something like that.
Bubblegum Kid just reminds me of Calvin and Hobbes when Calvin blows a giant bubble, and the next frame is like this horrific drawing of what looks like his face is inside out. It's like, whoa. And I will never forget that drawing, because it freaked me out.
Do it!
I haven't even seen Reddit talk about Dora the Explorer movie, so I'm kind of like...
I've seen people discuss it, but it doesn't need to exist. I'm just gonna ignore
What
it.
if it's good?
It's not gonna be good.
I mean, what if it is though?
Then I'll hate it even more, because that means they put effort into a shitty fucking franchise.
What if it's like Tomb Raider, but with Dora the Explorer? I mean...
There are few franchises that I hate more than Dora.
But Tomb Raider with Dora.
No, I think
cool?
not.
What if, like... I assume they're not gonna make it the shitty kids movie.
Can you see the bridge?
Exactly, they're not gonna do that. Like, they're not going to.
I mean, there's those stupid,
might be
like,
a reference
college
to it.
humor style internet videos that make Dora into, like, the gritty reboot as it is. Like, we don't really need a official one of those.
I assume there's gonna be some kind of reference to the cartoon at some point. But I think Dora the Explorer Tomb Raider will be kind of interesting.
Dora is worse than Diego, but they're both bad. Okay, I'm never gonna make this jump. If I can make this jump, I'm gonna use the fire flower to cheese it, but, The best thing about Diego, though, is that he has a different voice depending on which show he's in. Because apparently they have a quota for, like, annoying-ass voices. And so, in his own show, his voice is extremely high-pitched and obnoxious, but when he shows up in Dora, his voice is, like, a lot more tolerable. It's really weird. Blue's Clues is way better than Dora. It doesn't take much to be better than Dora. At least Blue's Clues at least like had a point. It slightly insulted your intelligence, but it wasn't that bad. Okay, how the hell do you do this? Because I'm gonna wall jump and break a brick, and then I'm gonna fall down, and then I'm gonna be sad. Or I'll just mess up the jump anyway. Oh man, this is good shit. Actually, I think I see now what I was supposed to do all along. Yep. Wait, that actually worked. Oh. This is an annoying section. The thing that I don't get is why people who grew up on, like, the Steve Blue's Clues, like, really, really hate Joe. Because he is, like, there's nothing wrong with him. It's just he's not Steve.
It's like the MST3 game. Joel versus Mike.
I guess.
Joel is better though.
Well, thank you.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a useful pipe. What would it be like if Hadoos came out of every single molecule? I don't even know. Live action talking Puppet Blue was pretty bad, yeah. And Sprinkles. Like, Sprinkles was a character that existed, right? My mind isn't just making that up.
That was the pink one.
No, that was Magenta. There was Blue, Magenta, and Periwinkle. And then there was Sprinkles, which was introduced way later. Yeah, what was that with, like, everybody's like, oh, Steve left the show because he got addicted to freaking cocaine, like, or he just left the show because he wanted to.
Every kid's host has some kind of problem at some point.
Steve never actually did.
That's what you think. I kept it hidden.
I thought Sprinkles was like a white dog with multicolored spots. I saw some of the Big Comfy Couch because one of the kids watched it. That was the one with the clown girl and the clock rug, right? The clock rug is the only thing I remember from that show.
Yeah.
Three. Speedrun tactics. Yeah, dying. Yeah, that's the best speedrun tactic of them all. Oh, that's unfortunate. How do you get that coin? Don't suck. That platform, or that track looks like a dick.
That's gay.
That's good.
Offensive people.
Yeah, getting hit. Yeah, messing up. Okay, I actually don't know how you get that. Oh, you could throw a shell. Yeah, that's true. That's good. Hey, Stan, your dog is gay. That's good. Okay, I'm done. Best characters. For anyone who's not sure what I'm going on about, it's just these two random-ass characters that showed up in, like, 2 episodes of South Park. Their entire gimmick is they call everything gay and laugh at it. They're basically just very worse versions of Beavis and Butthead. I don't see this going so well. Fuck! Oh, I could have saved that. Oh. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse is so stupid. I've seen a few episodes of that. Now, time for a hillbilly moment. Knock, knock. Who's there? Okay, enough of that.
I don't know if that is enough of that.
And speaking of hillbillies, commence the jiggling.
It's the jangling.
Brown. Fucking. I'm not looking at the chat. I'm sorry. I can't. I have to look down at the 3DS to play the game. So. Like, there was a second Koopa. I didn't think I had to save the first one. There we go.
What?
Boy! To play the Game Boy, you need the Game Boy. Here's the Game Boy. Here's the Game Boy. This is the Game Boy.
Have you seen the Gropey Joe memes?
Have I seen the Gropey Jones? What?
Gropey Joe memes.
What the hell is that?
Joe Biden being gropey.
No. No, I have not.
No, like, apparently he has this tendency to just, like, get really close to people. So, there's been a bunch of weird games that come out of it.
Alright. Sounds pretty good. You guys remember Chalky Milk?
God damn it, people.
I'm not convinced it was a thing. You just made it up.
Maybe. We haven't talked to him in a while. We should see if Digby's done anything.
Probably not. Shit.
No, Chalky, like,
CHOCCY.
yeah.
It was the only time I've ever heard of it was from Digby the Goat did a like worst memes video. That was one of them. One of the ones that I would agree with was well, actually I don't know if I agree with it or I don't. Dat Boy. I liked how useless Dat Boy was because it had no context. It didn't mean anything. It was just this stupid fucking image that would show up occasionally, and that's why I liked it. Brown. 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 There we go. Why did that explode? Oh! Oh, this is gonna be bad. Okay.
Yay for me, Luigi!
Yay for me,
3.
Luigi.
It's me, Mario.
That was my impression of Jeremy doing an impression of his Marge Simpson voice saying, "It's me, Mario." It was several layers deep. Sounded like the werewolf girl from Teen Girls. Oh, what, you mean the raccoon?
Can you give me these 17 shots before I go into a coma?
And we lost the shell.
Hi, bunkmate. Do you love me?
I need to watch all the Teen Girl Squads again. It's been too long.
Here's your name tag, Mark.
What's her face? Ate some staple sauce. A heaping bowl of staple sauce. And there was this long frickin' time ago, like, I don't even remember when this was, where I streamed the first Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People episode. And I remember people being highly confused by the Teen Girl Squad section, because if you have never seen the series, there's not really much of an explanation for it.
What is this?
Mrs. Robot Momerson. What did she say? It's like, I wish I remember what she said. It was just like, I'm gonna be at a place until a time. Here's some numbers. Punch Tompkins in the gut. Like, it's just kind of this long series of instructions, and none of them really mean anything. Where did I miss a coin? I've been checking. What was I supposed to do? God damn it, this game. Jump to the ceiling. God damn it. Ooh. Oh, hi, tank. Colonel, that's a tank. How am I supposed to fight a tank? Tactfully. Good. Mrs. Commanderson, she's some kind of bird reptile, and she teaches pre-K. This has now stopped being the talk about Pokemon for no reason stream, and it's the out-of-context Teen Girl Squad quote stream. Hold on, let me find Metal Gear. It should just be called Metal Gear Tact. Let me see. I've found it before. Yeah, it exists. Here, let me see if I can find the tank scene. I've built it up far more than it, like, made it sound better than it was. So, yeah, here, let me show it in the stream. Oh, good. Layering. Is this gonna... No, not really. I can probably resize this. Give me a sec. Okay. quality. Come on, fit to screen. There we go. Now does it show up? What is this zoom? No, seriously, what is this fucking zoom? Okay, here. This is so not going to be worth the effort. Here. Yeah, this was a random student film that was submitted by somebody at my school. I didn't actually know the person, but it's basically just a Metal Gear Solid parody, and it's very cheaply done. The fucking toy tank. It's so bad.
Snake, watch out. The tank's main gun will pulverize you. No, it's a tank! How do I beat a tank? Technically.
That was it. He doesn't even do a Snake voice. It's pretty bad. Also, it's just nighttime now. It's so bad. Okay, enough of that.
Me, Mario.
Nothing wrong with the Naruto headband. Late 360 shove it to bonus!
Sweet move, Thomas.
Where did the dummy thick thing start? Because I kind of hate it. Also, the game is too loud now. Hold on. Brown. Brown. I like the coin block there. It needs to have a point. Yeah, I heard that. Like, I've actually heard the thing that David Hayter, like, when he said it. That doesn't mean that it needed to be a thing. I get the impression that David Hayter doesn't mind just saying random bullshit, because I know he did, like, a answering machine message for Ultra Neko back when she was relevant. Which was, like, friggin' 2007. I sure can just kind of duck. Nope, we're using a thing. I don't want to die again. Yeah, cool. How did I hit that thing with my head? Ah! Okay, so you can't actually... I guess they're just already in, like, a pickup state. I thought you had to jump on them. And he's dead.
Me, Mario.
Alright, back to World 7. Oh, good, ice levels. Oh no, these are cloud levels. Never mind. These are fine. Brown. Super fluffy Cloud World. I feel like Cloud Worlds usually don't have very interesting levels, because it's all just kind of like 90% of the level is a pit. And yeah, that, okay. For some reason, I expected there to be something down there. There just kind of wasn't. My April's Fool went by without a hitch. I edited Crystal, and then uploaded Crystal, and then recorded Pikmin 3. And that was it. Oh, and I got sick at the end of the night, but it didn't mean anything. I just kind of had, like, this experience at the end of the night where I thought I was about to be really sick and was expecting to, like, have, like, a fun next few days dealing with that, and I wake up today and I'm just fine. So I'm like, okay. Yeah, I'm doing Pikmin 3 challenge mode for patron stuff. So you filthy casuals will be seeing it probably in, like, January. There sure was stuff down there that I didn't get. Yeah, replacing Mario Kart. Fuck. No, it's been 9 months. Sly 2, like, it's been consistently, like, the date that I upload the originals is usually pretty late, because I'm always, like, super behind. I'm actually caught up right now, but, I was behind for, like, a couple months. But, as far as the publicizing, it's always been 9 months after. So, the Pikmin 3 video was supposed to be the final one for March, so I guess it'll be the last one of December. No, Sly finished a couple weeks ago. And it's getting replaced by Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, which I have never played. It was 30 segments. Yeah, I saw that too late. I couldn't remember if I was at the part. And, oh, I actually made it. Shit, get on the thing in brown. Don't forget about the brown. Everything is brown when you're racist in the San Diego. Racist in the San Diego. The original. I wanted to play the remake, but everybody seems to agree that it's not as good. Like, I feel like I'd prefer the upgraded graphics, but, everything I've heard about it basically says that the sprites aren't, like, they don't have the same charm, the music is apparently worse, and they just kind of, like, removed a bunch of features, so, I don't know. There's a, shit, I gotta do all that again, really? There's a remake or re-break on it by whoever the guy is who does those, Exo Paradigm Gamer or whatever, but I didn't want to watch it because I didn't want to spoil the game. You play as Luigi by tearing apart a stack of motorcycle magazines and then pouring gravy on a defibrillator. That's the explanation I'm sticking with. Yeah, why is there a Bowser's Inside Story remake? I don't know why they skipped Partners in Time. I thought people liked that one. I know it's at least considered, like, very dark. I don't know if that's a good thing, though. People like Thousand Year Door for being dark. Okay, I think I just want to jump that and not try to land on the block, because that kind of sucked. Weakest in general, or weakest of the original 3? Because I thought people hated the newer ones. I was trying to ride on the block ASAP. I couldn't. I had to wait and jump down onto it. Because what other ones are there after Inside Story? Because it went Dream Team and then Paper Jam, right? Is there another one that I'm forgetting? Because for some reason I seem to have this tendency to remember entries of games in a series that I've never played and don't care about. I heard that Paper Jam is, like, extremely badly made and, like, broken. I don't know what about it is, but I just heard that. Oh, this is... Okay, hold on. See, I didn't realize that this floating block was the same floating block. I thought that... Oh, shit, I'm gonna miss it. Yep. I thought that it spawned when I got in the area. I didn't realize that it was one that you had to follow from a while back. I get it now. Hopefully this will be the last time I have to do that. Yeah, stomach noises. Giant fights that don't let you build as you please. I don't know the mechanics of the game, so I'm not sure what you mean. I think that was people's main beef with Color Splash, right? Other than the fact that it's not a turn-based RPG in the same way the other ones are. Because I know you, like, need to use the specific items for the bosses. Okay, I'm done. It was pretty aggressive crouching. Okay, so now if I can just hit a checkpoint without having to, oh, what? Where do I go? Oh. Without dying to the stupid flame chomp, then that would be great. Let's not worry about the red coins, if they don't matter. Fuck off, dude, come on. Also, I have a sneaking suspicion I'm gonna miss the third coin. Yeah, I feel like I probably already missed the third coin. At this point, I just want to beat the stage, though, so I don't have to do that again. God. I am so bad at this game. I was hoping I could make it. Oh, and I missed the coin. Good. I'll get that on the second time, because I apparently have to beat this level twice. This is so bad. I feel like the game ate some of those frames when I closed it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, it felt like it moved pretty far. Okay, now we get to the end of the stage and we don't die. And you know what? We're gonna get the red coins too, because why not? Oh, it's a... Okay, I was expecting a 1-up. There is a game that relies on pressing buttons while in sleep mode. What the shit? How? Oh. That's unusual. Alright, so now we get to do the level again. Because the first 10 times weren't enough. Also, Ghost House coming up. My favorite mana level. Oh, Duck Amuck. I knew they made a video game of that. That's interesting. Wait, you can scroll the screen? I didn't know that. You can scroll it like 2 inches. But it's something, I guess. It is a Hosu in the sky. Okay, so now we take the other exit. If I had jumped there, I probably would have killed myself. Don't you fucking do it! Ooh, that thing almost killed me. That was good. I liked that. Thank you for the checkpoint. And thank you for the dove. Also, thank you, Shoeshine Boy. You're humble and lovable. What was that from? Hong Kong Phooey? Because, you know, people remember what the fuck Hong Kong Phooey is. All I know is that he is the #1 super guy and quicker than the human eye. Was he actually racist, though? Some stages near the end of the level, the screen scrolls far ahead gradually. Scroll even farther, Mario will be at the edge of the left. Okay, I don't really get what you mean by that. World 7-building. Is it gonna be a maze? It's a ghost house, so it's probably gonna be a maze. Oh, bar favorite. Hey look, it's the honeysuckle and the maple tree. I didn't know that was in this game. Yeah, noises. Bottom right door is exit.
Oh no, there was a tooth in that mouth, and
Master Hand. Yes. What is it pointing at? Is there an invisible block or something? Yes. Okay. Oh! Is the 3rd star coin after the progress door? Eh, screw it, I'll just continue anyway. Yeah, I mean, this game does seem to have pretty creative ideas. I don't know if I'm making progress or checking side areas, because I'd like to check the side areas first. Why are you shiny? Oh, good. I was not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, well at least now I know which ones I don't have to bother going in. Goes in all of them anyway. Right is exit and star coin. What the hell's the point of going left then? You read the card and then you... How did that go again? It was... You read the card and then you roll the die. Like, what's the point of reading the card if if you can read the card? There's no point in playing the game. I don't remember the quote. Okay, so left is just turn back. Good to know. What's this door? Oh. Okay. I don't know why I'm pineco noising. Pineco noising. Alright, let's go. And I probably shit the bed on that one. Yeah. There's the coin. Alright, well I know what to do now. And now I probably can't get back, so I think we're just gonna do the level a second time. Yep. Well, no, pineco doesn't sound like that at all. It's the pineco noise because, like, years ago, we were playing Pokemon XD, and Joel had a pineco, and whenever it does its attack animation, it kind of, like, spins like a drill and flies at the opponent. And so when it would do that, I would just go, because it sounds like it's the noise that you would expect it to make, and so it just became the pineco noise.
Good times.
Escaping the haunt. I never really thought about that. Why is it called Big Boo's Haunt? I don't think a haunt is a noun.
It is. A haunt is a place that you frequent.
I guess.
Shit.
Do I like progress bars in games? Like the one in this game, or what do you mean? What do you mean? I guess I don't mind them. I don't have a problem with them. Oh no. Yeah, I'd say it's nice to know how far along you are. Like, there's probably times when you don't necessarily want the player to know, but that's fine. Well, they had 30 levels planned for Mario 64, but that doesn't mean they had them all made. They probably decided pretty early on that they didn't want to keep that many. Who knows, if there had been 30, there might have been 4 ice levels. Got an extra Manny, alright. Yeah, I still always check the stuffed animals when I go to Goodwill, even though I don't really need any. I'll find ones... I always check if, like, any of the ones I have with creased tags, like if I can find any duplicates of that. What the hell is the point of this screen? Okay, then. I love Audie Johnson. I don't know why I said that. I just randomly thought of it. It's an important screen to set the mood, yeah. What's the worst song from Mario 64? I'm trying to think if there's any that I don't like. I guess the Big Boo's Haunt one. I don't dislike it, but it's not as... It doesn't really have as much of a tune as the others. I need this one. Yeah, the Ghostly Galaxy song is pretty catchy, and they reused it for 3D Land. It fits fairly well for a Ghost House theme. Why are there coins there? That makes me suspect. What is this stupid wah-wahing trombone in this music? Oh, good. Wait, what? You can make it go down? That's weird. Please. Make. There we go. I'd like to finish this game today, but I've got a lot of it left. It is almost 1 o'clock. I feel like it would be a little stupid to do a stream of this that's only only World 8, but I think I'm probably going to be done at the end of World 7, honestly. I don't really want to keep this going that much longer. The final stream will be World 8, and then also just, like, Mario's early years preschool fun. You found the paint brushes. Find the animal that makes the sound. Oh, hi, Giant Wiggler. I don't actually have Rhythm Heaven Ultimate. It does sound like a game that I would probably enjoy somewhat. Then again, I never frickin' played the Wii one. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl letter and number intelligence game, it just doesn't exist.
It really doesn't. I've wanted to get my hands on it for a long time.
How about the Pokemon game that was just included with packs of chicken?
Packs of chicken?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I watched a video on it. There was only, like... They were released for, like, 1 week, just in random packages of chicken. From, like, Hormel or something. I don't remember what it was, but... Oh, hello. Thoughts on baby hippos? They are better than regular-sized hippos, and regular-sized Rudy. But I also, I just kind of don't like the hippos in general. They're gross. I like the advanced Pico Bina. It's a good name for a system. Hold on. Let me What's the name of the guy? I have to find the video. I don't remember the dude's name. It's Johnstone, that was it. Let's see. I think this is a link to it. I'm trying to make sure this is the right video before I post the link. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was Purdue chicken breasts. The game was included along with those for 1 week in like select stores in the US. The thing I linked to explains it. Oh, there's box art for letter and number intelligence game. Oh, yeah, I think I've seen that before. It's not very impressive. I like how I just have this picture of chicken breasts open in YouTube now. I like how I'm bothering to collect these coins. I don't really know what else to do with my time in this level. This time on this Earth. See, I'm not going to worry too much about these blue coins, because it'll probably be the end of me. You have to collect every single one of these blue coins to get one shine. Is this the only time in the game that stars just randomly spawn blue coins like that? That seems really weird. 3, 3. Good. Shit, do I wanna... Okay. I have a feeling I missed a star. I don't know where. Or a coin, rather. Where the fuck... Come on, I'm looking for secrets. I still miss them.
Yay for me, Luigi!
You need a super... Oh. Okay. So, not a mega mushroom, just the regular mushroom. Well, that shouldn't be too hard to keep. It's always there's always a bit of anticipation when I see Cheese either yell, "Oh!" or just, like, something to that extent, because I always know there's gonna be something following it. It could just be mentioned in the first comment, but we gotta build up to it. Yeah, I mean, the Beano, or not the Beano, the Sega Pico was a weird system in general. I wasn't sure if it was emulatable. When I say that, like, I couldn't find a copy of the game, I'm not saying I couldn't find a ROM. Like, we've checked on eBay to see if this game exists, and I'm not fully convinced it does. You know what else was a good system? The Casio Loopy. It existed to print stickers and not much else. Fuck off! Oh wait, was I supposed to do that? Okay. I was worried there. No. No Rip Taylor copy pasta.
Yay for me, Luigi!
The Dendy.
My name is Dendy.
Luigi!
Yeah, what is the point of that? That's weird. Spikehead walls. Fruited plains. Oh no, not the slightly moving platform. So far, this seems to be the level of very mild inconveniences. I'm sure it'll, oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, I was about to say, I know it's gonna ramp up soon, but, I'm also just bad. If I were a lizard, what color would I pick to be? The color of tie-dyed Lizzie. Oh, good. Dinosaur. And I'm loving all, my god. I'm loving all these stomach noises I'm making over here. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
There aren't any pigeon ones, though. I guess just based on the fact that I like red pandas, probably the red panda one.
The one bug we let in has decided he's more interested in my neck of the woods now.
Okay. I like the one bug. But why? I knew there were coins there, but I was expecting there to be more. There was not more. In fact, you could argue that there was actually less. Alright. And despawn. Why is there a coin? Whenever there's just a coin, I always feel like there's some other meaning for it to be there, and there very seldomly is. Alright, can we get a checkpoint soon? Yep, there we go. So, do you pronounce the name of that game as just... Because, I mean, is more accurate, but I like the pinecone noise better. I like those blocks in there. They're good. Oh! Oh! See, I usually just call it V. One is a waifu game, the second is Power Rangers game. Comprehensive Systematic Review for Advanced Practice Nursing, 2nd edition, English edition. What the fuck? What is this name?
It's shove up your own ass name.
False. Stomach noises. Must point them out every time they happen. Because I feel like they're probably really audible. Screw this bit. Oh! That looks like there's probably a hidden block over there. There was not a hidden block over there. Ooh! Luigi needs to make the, like, old school getting hurt in Minecraft noise. Just the ooh. This looks fun. Actually, yeah, that wasn't even that hard. False.
Yay for me, Luigi!
Favorite your character gets hurt noise. What was
Roblox. Ooh.
listen to oof.
It is oof.
Yeah. No, the best one is from the Charlie's Angels game. The
Oh yeah. Aww. What was the noise that we set Zelda Classic to have for taking damage?
Oh god, I don't remember.
I feel like whatever it was probably pretty good.
I don't remember. I know hey was in there somewhere, but I think that was when you attack an enemy. And no, it was when an enemy dies, it goes time, and I forget if there was a different song or a different sound for attacking versus dying. Because I know hey was definitely one of those. The sword was just the blue sword, or the blue sphere woo noise. Yeah, and then when you die, what in the hell?
Man, that was the best shit.
And the Wizrobe shooting was the noise. There were some good ones in there. Yeah, the water. Cease. The Dodongo was the king from Zelda CDI. One of the other boss roars was cheep, 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 cheep.
Great fucking constant, which is, you know, fantastic.
When you find an item, it's ha, and then there was also. Yeah, that was a good sound font.
Nothing but the best.
I think we still have it saved. Good. I love falling. I love Ani Johnson. Okay, no. I could. As long as it was... Oh my god. As long as it's a quest for one of the older versions like that, I should be able to keep the config file.
Iron Plate Cube.
Yeah, Gen 1 Rock Slide is pretty good. And then there's Bubble Beam, which is just... And then there's Hitmonlee from the original Super Smash Bros. The 596668. Let's fall down the entire level. I think I might have called one of them the Wind to Change. I don't remember. Here's the last call. Isn't that robot thing from the thing with the robot? You wanna phrase that one a little differently? The only thing I can think of is Boy and Robot with the beep boop. Well, if we're gonna do stupid Zelda Classic quests, one of them has to be Fall into Honky Pig, which I think was actually the very first one ever submitted to Pure ZC.
Of course. It had to be that shit. Couldn't be, you know, something good. I don't know, maybe Fall into Honky Pig was good, I don't know.
Shit, there's a secret exit in that. I think I saw where it was.
Go Ouija.
Yeah, the excessive number of glitch Pokemon articles on Bulbapedia is pretty great. They also have an article on anime physics.
What?
The concept of, like, things in the anime randomly exploding for no reason, or, like, being able to survive things that a normal person wouldn't.
That's just an article? What the fuck are the contents of the article?
Just going over things like what I pointed out.
What, just every time it happens in the anime?
Or just examples of, like, what counts as anime physics. Shit, what do I... Oh, did I need to be small there? Oh. Crap. Yeah, crap, there was... I squandered my fucking skee ball. Where can I get a mini mushroom from that isn't the Hammer Brother? Or I guess I can just reset until it shows back up.
Go Ouija. Oh shit!
Luigi, why are you doing this to me?
Fucking backwards, God.
Oh, Chucky. Oh, hi.
Fucking anyone fucking knowing about fucking that.
No, Chucky. We already got past all the picnic tables.
What?
You missed that conversation, I think. That was when you randomly left earlier.
Oh.
I know. I can go back to 1-3 if I need to. I'm trying to get this to work.
We're making iron plates.
Don't go for this yet.
What can we do?
Shit. Okay, fine.
We're producing 270.
Come back from a later.
That's 9.
There was nothing wrong with what I did.
1, 2, 3.
Whatever shall I do? $3. Saucepans. I like the saucepan that's worth the same as a dime from Kirby Superstar. Good. But I wanted to do bomb excavation. It's the best part of every shitty Mario Maker stage. Pictured here, bomb excavation. Except I missed whatever was in those question blocks, and one of them was probably a vine that I needed, so I didn't really think that one through too well. So I'm thinking we're probably redoing the stage. God, Canonical was the worst stage. It just... I don't know why I made it. Yeah, we're doing... Ooh, more bomb excavation. And a Magnum Bill! Koopa football players grabbed the princess.
And you gotta help.
Ooh, is that good enough? No. Shit, where do I get another one? The answer is I don't. Oh! Yeah, this was a level that was just kind of wrought with failure all around, wasn't it?
Yay for me, Luigi!
I could try to do more Action 52 games in Mario Maker 2. I already hit most of the highlights, though. Luigi.
Me, Mario!
I had fun. Strategies for theory construction in nursing. Yeah, that just reminds me of the fricking... the physics of, like... wonton burrito meals, or whatever it was from Futurama. Fry, please! I don't know how to teach! I'm a professor! Couldn't...
After my experience in college, not wrong.
And here's another thing where I need a tiny mushroom. Why are there so many of these? Billy Bob has 6 levels. After level 6, it goes back to 5. Okay, then. Billy Bob visit him grandpappy.
Boy, what the hell?
Boy, what the hell are you doing here? I've come to visit your grandpappy. No, you have not. And then that's just the end. There was not a vine in there. I feel cheated. I've cheated and disgusted. Fuck off, game! No, no! Okay, let's try that again. This level is stupid. Really? Okay, what was the point of this?
It's me, Mario! Yay for me, Luigi!
There was just kind of the sound of me dropping a piece of cardboard on the microphone. Oh, I needed to do that to progress? Alright, well, I need to do mini mushroom stuff, so let's go back to earlier times. The bagel! Ernesto de la Cruz. That's all I got.
That would be the reason for the season.
I know, like, not only have you told me that I need to do that, but I've acknowledged it and said that I would. Like, and knew it beforehand. So, it's okay, you don't have to say it anymore. Is this not the level that... See, I thought you said the mini mushroom was in this one. Something random to search on Japanese Amazon. Corn Pops. Good.
What did you do?
I shut the system just before hitting a Koopa, and so I turn it back on, and he's just halfway through the death animation. It was pretty good. Man, I'm gonna love losing this tiny mushroom and having to come all the way back later. Hashtag Orville 11, a bunch of Japanese, changing sensitive coffee mug cup. What? Got smugness.
That is fucking stupid.
What is?
Just something in this.
Brown. 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 Living in the woods. Living in the goddamn woods. Being on the wall. Not even going along to the song in any capacity anymore. This is a time that I was dead. I don't know. That song was awful from the moment it started. I had to keep it going.
I enjoyed the Crash Bandicoot-esque random noises in the songs.
Whoa! Come on, I had that. Make! Make better! Fucking Christ. Yes? Wait, I can just jump.
Because I jumped off.
I can jump real high.
Yeah, I can't jump real high.
Hey. 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 Is this actually what I'm supposed to do? Because this is stupid. Okay. Oh, there it is. There was no reason for me to go up here, was there? What? Oh. Wait, isn't this where I came out of? What do I do? What do I do?
Better.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought this was the same area as, like, the normal flagpole exit.
Yay for me, Luigi! Me, Mario!
Oh, yeah.
The best of Moomin and... I'm just gonna pronounce that as... Moomin. Awkward looking comma. Moomin and... TJ Birkenbicks and Sons Co. Ltd. Or what's the running gag in Homestar? It's like LLC comma period. Like, it's just this really awkward formatting that makes no sense. Or not even formatting, just like an abbreviation. The Delicious Apple Pie DVD. It occurs to me that even though this is like the normal squishing a Goomba sound effect, it also sounds a lot like the Sonic breathing in an air bubble noise. Sonic! Brown. Left leg cock. I don't even know. Where was the tiny pipe? Oh shit, do I need to do bomb excavation to get to the tiny pipe? Where was it? Because I can't get that with one bomb, and I can't pick up the bomb when I'm small. Can I? Shit, it was very early on? Really? I know I can kick the bomb, but I have to get a bomb over the pipe. Like, there's only one bomb here, and I need at least 2 to blow this up, right? Let me just redo the stage. I think I did miss the pipe. The mini pipe is behind 1 block. Okay, yeah, I guess I just overlooked it. Brown. I liked riding on the bullet bill, though. That was fun. I'm going to do it again, but this time try to watch for the pipe. Yep, there it is. Jeez, what the fuck did you just post? No, I disagree. I'm not seeing what I'm supposed to be doing here so far. Oh, okay. Won't that just make me fall through the ground? Okay, there it goes. That was interesting. I kind of liked that. That was cool. An actual use of the Mega Mushroom. Wait, that's an album name. Jeez, and I thought that... What was the one that got turned into a name for a level in BA2? It was like, Good Apollo, I'm Burning Star 4, Volume 2, From Fear Through the Eyes of Madness. Or, like... I did not know about that, now. Go. Damn it. Okay, let's not die, please. Whenever I hear that "Yay for me, Luigi," it reminds me of, like, the typical kids show theme song that always ends with the character saying, "That's me!"
Like, all these basics?
Pretty much, but, also Caillou does it. I'm trying to think of other examples. I'm sure there's other ones.
These examples include...
I love this one fighting. Ow. Which fight is it? Because I've finished most of World of Light. The only area I haven't done is the final section with, like, the two bosses together. How. Good. Alright, where's the album? God damn it. It is pretty good. Just why? Why is this a thing? Yeah, that's another one. Everyone knows it's Butters. Yeah, it's me. That wasn't a Butters voice. Let's not pretend for a second that that was a Butters voice. Oh! How did it... Okay, I have no idea how I died there. I feel like I got this tremendous amount of leftwards moving momentum, and I have no idea how. Find yourself inside the do, and then nobody knows all of the different ways. New York. I have nothing to add to this game anymore. I mean, I don't think I ever had anything to add to this game in the first place, but whatever I had basically ran out the moment I started talking about Tommy very slowly blinking and eating sub sandwiches with his eyes. It's just been downhill ever since. Magic balloon! It's not even a balloon. I don't know why I said that. Alright, I guess that was an exit. Sure. That was the plan. The thing is, the Wii and the Wii U ones are multiplayer, and I would actually like to be able to do 3-player with Martin and Joel, but that would require all of us actually having, like, a schedule that allows that, and I know that that's not going to happen. Because not only would we all have to have time off to do it, but we'd all actually have to want to do it.
If the two of you were around and I was around, like, then I would not say no to doing that. That was a stupid way to phrase it, but I think you knew what I meant.
Yeah. Trees! That was just me saying trees vaguely in tune with the music, but not actually, or like in beat with the music, but not the right note. How the fuck did I survive that? We do have Luigi U. I have yet to ever play it. And Deluxe is the same game as the base one, so I see no reason to play that one. The only time I'll ever get a port of a game is if I skipped the original, or it offers anything like massively substantial and it's a game that I already really like, and none of those are really the case in this one. I liked New Soup U, but it wasn't amazing, and I don't feel the need to buy it again. Well, Nabbit lets you just kind of not take damage from enemies, right? So I think that's a little bit stupid. I don't know what Toadette does that the other characters don't, other than have the Peach Crown. And we all know how much I loved Bowsette, so I have a grudge against that stupid crown in the first place, so yeah. Bowsette made me, like, irrationally angry. It didn't need to get as much momentum as it did. Like, if it had just been the one original comic, that would have been fine. I don't know why everyone latched onto it, though.
Yeah, for me, Luigi.
Okay, so I guess let's do this one first. Racism. What the hell is this? There's a piece of cheese. Nobody involved knows the piece of cheese. The responses to Bowsette, I don't know what you mean. Unless you mean, like, the other enemies or characters that got the same treatment. Oh, this is gonna be a fun level, isn't it?
Here we go.
Yeah. Were there any beanie shenanigans today? I don't think so. There were a couple stupid ones, like, yesterday, I think, but nothing too majorly bad. That was a good vibe, I liked that one. I don't know what I expected it to do. I think I know what it means. It's like being the more feminine of the two in a gay relationship, right?
What did the conversation just become?
Okay, that was obviously worth it. So I'm noticing there's another tiny pipe, because we needed more of those. What the fuck? I like how that actually worked. Alright. Don't I feel educated? Oh! Wait, how did I not get damaged by that? That was a good noise. Why am I going in these pipes? I know they're not going to lead to anything. No, this is fine.
Sounds fine.
See, if I had good, like, editing skills, like, on the fly, I would just zoom in on this thing. But, I don't feel like dealing with that, so we'll just leave it. Money involved. Is there a way to get in this one? There's no hidden block there, huh? Okay, I guess there is a way to get in that from the other side, and that's an exit pipe then. I laugh at Tony Danza. Yeah, I need a tiny mushroom for this level. Is there any good place to get one? Magic balloon! You can get a mini mushroom here. Hooray! This is gonna end well. Okay. I'd like the blue shell, but no. You're fine. It's I like it wasn't hard to find. I wasn't sure if there would be one, and then I found it, and everything was fine. And I missed one anyway somehow. Jeez, why are you still saying what twink means? Didn't we already define it? Like, why are we still on this subject? Like, I'm not bothered by it, oh, good. I just find it kind of amusing. No Rip Taylor, god damn it.
But what if yes, Rip Taylor?
Okay, so let me get the one that I know of, and then we gotta find the other one, I guess. Find my house! Really? Maybe I didn't understand the build-up. Was there a pun in there that I missed? I don't think there was. What? I unpause and I die. What even happened there? Okay, second star coin is on the right side. Let's see. No, I don't think I did. I don't know where that is. Yeah, I already wall jumped up here. Isolated room on the right side, huh? 'Twas the pride of the peaches, huh? What, like that? So I've been in that one. I'm all the way back to the beginning of the stage now. Wait, can I go in this one? Oh, what the hell? Yeah, I'm looking. I'm sorry. I mean, I respond to comments that I either feel a need to respond to, or like if I have like a stupid thing to say about them. Like it's I don't ignore anyone on purpose. Yeah, I'm not sure where I'm supposed to. Oh, fuck this game. Okay, let me just look at the guide. It's for 7A. Shoot himself using the pipe cannon while jump go up the pipe. But I thought I did that. Okay, let's see. Was there a pipe at the top that I just didn't try to go in? Also, these fucking stomach noises.
Here we go.
Oh, I see. Wow, okay. That one was pretty well hidden. And I picked the wrong one a second time. Nobody pays more attention to things than me. Okay, where was the May mushroom? I think it's further up. Yeah. I'm gonna keep going until I finish World 7, which is probably not too far from this. Oh, I didn't even need to go this way, I forgot. Alright. Okay, now I just have to not die, and we'll be good. 2 seconds later. God damn it!
I cannot believe it.
I don't actually know what that's from. I know it's from something, because it was in this old Flash movie called Rockemon, where Dynamite Headdy and Ristar have a Pokemon battle in which one of them sends out Zero from Mega Man X, and the other one sends out a thing called Plantet, which is from Mega Man the Power Fighters. And at one point there's this enemy that shows up that is like, I think they called it like the giant robot from hell or something, and it just does a bunch of shit, and then this thing flies up and it's like, I cannot believe it, and then goes away. I have no idea what it was a reference to. Oh, good. I actually wanted to keep the mini mushroom. And I didn't even get to use the... Okay. I did somehow get that, though. Oh. Okay. I like how we're still having discussions on preferences of gay men in the chat there. Nothing wrong with that, I guess. Just not the conversation I expected. Oh. 3. I will still maintain that there was never anything wrong with the incest talk. Mainly because it never really amounted to anything. Yeah, nobody ever actually talks about incest. It's always just the threat of doing so. I mean, I also support smoking, so you can misquote me all you want. Those two things had nothing to do with each other. Alright, this should be the last level then. Oh goody, a snake platform. Wow. Where? Oh, okay. I almost was able to... survive that. I guess the thing with me is, whenever the random incest discussions come up, I always think of, like... Like, not the act of doing it, but, like, just the concept in general, I guess. Because normally anything that's sex-related I will, like, avoid like the plague. But, I don't consider those in the same league for some reason. No, I still think there's nothing wrong with smoking. By which I mean there is very obviously something wrong with smoking, but it's normalized for me. I'm liking these spinning bumble balls here. These are good. Ah, shit. Oh, no. Don't need to rush that coin? Okay. Third coin's a piece of shit. Oh, I look forward to it then. Hope it comes back. I guess, like, the way that most people look at casual drinking is the way that I look at smoking. And vice versa. Because I grew up in a household where smoking was a constant daily thing, and they never drank. So, that's basically why I don't give a shit about one, but detest the other. It's just kind of the way I was raised. Oh, yeah, I see what I have to do there. Okay. I have to jump off as it falls. I've heard that apparently in Japan, they've started giving people who don't smoke more vacation time to make up for not taking smoke breaks. It's kind of interesting, especially given how awful Japan is with its work hours most of the time. And I know that it's usually voluntary, but still. Okay, so now that I actually know what I'm doing, hopefully I can get through this last part without messing it up. And then die 16 times against the boss. I'm liking the noises on these fire jets. Oh god, okay. Alright, I've got a fire flower and I've got a stock one. I don't know what this boss is, but hopefully that'll be good enough. It's a friendo. Yeah, fire flower, definitely a big help here. That was sure a boss.
Yay for me, Luigi!
I mean, I understand what you mean about the whole smoke break thing, because I've had to kind of deal with that myself. I don't know, like, with one of my previous, like, co-workers who was the other cook, like, he would be able to leave every once in a while to smoke outside, and I could never leave to do anything, so it was a little annoying. But, anyway, I guess that's the end of World 7, and I don't feel like going back and checking every other level. We'll probably, I think next time when I stream this, which will hopefully not be in another 4 months, I'd like to get this done soon. Maybe even tomorrow if I'm in the mood, I don't know. I'll check all the previous worlds, I guess spend the coins on all the signs and stuff, because, you know, that's exciting. I might even do that off screen. And, make sure I have everything, and then we'll do World 8. And I have nothing else to add, so... Bomba. That's it.